Millions of years ago, Earth was a brutal and unforgiving place. Endless forests covered the land, giant predators hunted in silence, and early humans fought every day just to survive. Fire was their only protection against the darkness. But one night, something far more terrifying than any beast arrived from the sky. A strange humming sound echoed across the valley. The ground trembled beneath the feet of frightened hunters. Mammoths began running wildly through the plains while birds exploded into the air in panic. Above the mountains, a glowing object appeared among the stars. The tribe froze in fear. The object moved slowly across the heavens, shining with blue and green lights unlike anything ever seen before. Some believed it was a god descending from the sky. Others thought the world was ending. As the glowing craft descended, flames from the tribe's fires flickered violently. The air became heavy. Children cried, while hunters raised wooden spears toward the sky. Then the object stopped. A powerful beam of light struck the ground near the river. Slowly, tall creatures emerged from the glowing mist. Their skin was pale, their eyes completely black, and strange armor covered their bodies. The alien visitors had arrived. One brave hunter stepped forward, shouting warnings at the mysterious beings. But the aliens did not speak. Instead, one of them lifted its hand toward a dead hunter lying near the riverbank. Blue energy surrounded the corpse. Suddenly, the dead man's fingers moved. The tribe gasped in horror. The hunter slowly opened his eyes and stood up again. Deep wounds across his chest began healing instantly. His family screamed with joy and terror at the same time. The aliens had defeated death. But something was wrong. The revived hunter stared blankly at his tribe. His eyes glowed faintly blue. He no longer recognized his own people. Then another beam touched the body of a dead mammoth. The giant creature inhaled sharply before rising to its feet. The night began like every other night in prehistoric times. The tribe sat around a small fire while cold winds moved through the jungle. Mothers held their children close, while hunters returned from a dangerous day in the wilderness. But sadness filled the camp. Earlier that morning, a hunter had been killed by a giant saber-toothed tiger. His body rested beside the river while his family mourned his death. Then everything changed. A strange light appeared in the sky. At first, the tribe thought it was a falling star. But the light grew larger and brighter until the entire valley glowed blue. Fear spread quickly. Animals fled into the darkness. Even the strongest hunters backed away as the massive object descended from the clouds. When the glowing ship finally stopped above the valley, silence covered the world. Then the visitors appeared. Tall creatures stepped from the light, their black eyes reflecting the fire below. They carried strange devices that floated around them like magic. Nobody moved. One alien slowly approached the dead hunter near the river. The creature raised its hand, and blue energy surrounded the body. Suddenly, the impossible happened. The dead man breathed again. His wife screamed in shock as he slowly opened his eyes. Tears rolled down her face while she embraced him tightly. The tribe believed they were witnessing a miracle, but the joy did not last long. The revived hunter no longer spoke. He stared at his family like strangers. His face showed no emotion. Then the aliens revived something else. A giant mammoth lying dead near the forest suddenly rose with an earth-shaking roar. The enormous beast charged wildly through the camp, destroying trees and fires. Panic erupted everywhere. Soon more creatures returned from death itself. Ancient predators awakened beneath the moonlight. Revived hunters wandered through the valley with glowing eyes. The tribe realized resurrection came with a terrible cost. The dead were alive, but they were Noel. Darkness ruled the prehistoric world. The jungle was silent except for distant growls echoing through the night. Primitive humans huddled around weak fires, terrified of the predators hiding beyond the trees. But something worse was coming. A strange sound suddenly filled the sky. It was low, mechanical, unnatural. The tribe looked upward in fear as a glowing object appeared above the mountains. Blue lights flashed beneath it, while thick clouds twisted around the strange craft. Animals began screaming in terror. Then the object descended. A massive beam of light struck the ground, burning the earth black. From the glowing smoke emerged tall figures with hollow black eyes. The aliens had arrived. One creature walked slowly toward a dead hunter lying near the riverbank. The body had been cold for hours. Then the alien touched it. Crackling blue energy surged across the corpse. The dead hunter's eyes snapped open. The tribe screamed. Bones cracked loudly as the body twisted unnaturally back to life. Deep wounds sealed themselves shut while the hunter slowly stood upright. But he was no longer human. His glowing eyes stared into the darkness without emotion. Then came the roar. A dead mammoth suddenly rose from the forest floor, its massive body covered in glowing veins. The beast charged violently through the valley, crushing everything in its path. More corpses awakened. Dead predators crawled from the mud. Ancient hunters emerged from darkness. Their eyes burned blue beneath the moonlight. The valley became a nightmare. Humans fled while creatures from death itself hunted through the jungle. Inside the alien ship, horrifying experiments filled glowing chambers. Human bodies floated inside strange liquids while machines pumped energy into lifeless flesh. The aliens were trying to conquer death, but something had gone horribly wrong. The resurrected creatures became violent monsters consumed by rage. Even the aliens struggled to control them. Blue lightning exploded. Millions of years ago, humanity stood at the edge of survival. Early humans battled hunger, predators, storms, and endless danger every day. The world was untamed, filled with giant beasts and deadly wilderness. But nothing could prepare them for what descended from the heavens. One night, a glowing object appeared above the mountains. It moved silently across the stars like a second moon. The tribe watched in awe. As the massive craft descended into the valley, strange blue light covered the land. Rivers shimmered. Trees shook violently. The very air felt alive. Then the visitors emerged. Tall alien beings stepped onto Earth for the very first time. Primitive hunters raised their spears while families hid behind stone shelters. Nobody understood whether these beings were friends or conquerors. The aliens approached a dead hunter beside the river. With a single gesture, blue energy surrounded the body. The impossible happened. The dead man returned to life. Shock spread through the tribe. Some believed the aliens were gods with power over death itself. But the miracle quickly became terrifying. The revived hunter no longer behaved like a human. His glowing eyes stared coldly into the darkness. Soon the aliens resurrected a giant mammoth. The enormous beast exploded back to life with a mighty roar, shaking the valley beneath its feet. Chaos erupted as revived predators began rising across the land. The dead were returning everywhere. A courageous young hunter decided to uncover the truth. Climbing aboard the alien ship, he discovered advanced technology beyond imagination. Inside, glowing chambers rested frozen humans from countless ages. The aliens had been observing Earth for generations. They were studying humanity's destiny. The alien leader revealed visions of the future, towering cities, advanced machines, and humans traveling among distant stars. Humanity was meant for greatness. But the resurrection experiments had proven one thing. Life carried a mystery,